Some goodbyes are merely whispered in the shadows, but there are farewells that ignite a roaring fire in the hearts of the many. Yesterday, as Casemiro reached his final verdict to depart Manchester United after this campaign, Old Trafford felt that familiar stirring of the soul once more. And what follows is the most poignant outpouring of emotion from the Red Devils across the digital landscape. The account known as Old Trafford Oracle posted on Facebook an open letter to Manchester United. I write this as a supporter who believes there are certain players who deserve far more than a silent exit. Please, I implore you, orchestrate a tribute worthy of Casemiro's stature, not just a cold press release, but a night that reflects every ounce of blood and sweat he has poured into this historic institution. A night of thunder, of roars, and of a lasting legacy. He arrived with a decorated CV and injected that much-needed leader quality, that ferocity, and that vital composure when the club was gasping for air. A warrior in the engine room, a titan on the grandest stages, a name that commanded absolute authority every time he graced the hallowed turf. Players who embody the Manchester United standard must depart through the front gates of Old Trafford with a gratitude that echoes from every tier of the Stretford End. The faithful see exactly what he has sacrificed. The club should honor that accordingly. This is not a goodbye, it is a royal send-off for a true champion. The die is cast, the whispers that swirled for months, the faint hopes of a last-minute U-turn, all have evaporated into the Manchester mist following the stern confirmation from the man himself. After Brazil's narrow defeat to France, The Athletic published those raw reflections from Casemiro. The 34-year-old veteran admits he is still basking in the joy of English football, fully aware of the overwhelming affection from the supporters. Yet with a resolute mind, he believes his decision to drop anchor elsewhere is final. There is no turning back. The upcoming final matches for United, as the former Real Madrid star describes, will carry a suffocating psychological weight. A rare admission of vulnerability from a colossus who usually shields everyone else. To truly grasp why this departure leaves a hollow ache in the chest of every Mancunian, let us rewind to the clash against Aston Villa in match week 30, a perfect microcosm of the elite qualities the midfielder brought to these shores. Under the floodlights of the Theatre of Dreams, the clock strikes the 53rd minute. Bruno Fernandes steps up to the corner flag and whips in across heavy with expectation. Inside the congested penalty area, Casemiro peels away with the predatory instinct of a hunter. His legs may be older, perhaps a yard slower, but his spatial awareness remains as sharp as a razor. He rises above the rest, a crowning header into the far corner to shatter the deadlock. But the value of that goal isn't just on the scoreboard. It was his subsequent gesture that etched itself into the minds of the fans. In the heat of the celebration, he struck the United crest with conviction before pointing to his temple, acknowledging the crowd. After the final whistle, Casemiro beamed under the adoration of the Stretford End, smiling broadly despite the lines of time etched on his face. It felt as though he was sharing an intimate moment with every soul in the stands, a genuine connection forged in the fires of competition. After all the highs and lows, he truly loves the red shirt. From August 2022 until this very moment, he has embraced the thunderous applause and even the bitter critiques. He beats his chest for this club, even as the sands of time run thin. The Villa performance was a slow-motion masterpiece of his vast skill set before he made way for the youthful energy of Manuel Ugarte. Number 18 registered the highest touch count on the pitch. Every blade of grass in the middle third bore his signature. He intercepted, he reclaimed possession, he dictated the tempo. One specific moment defined his gigantic influence, a cold, calculated challenge on Amadou Onana. The split second he won the ball, the gears shifted. A lightning counterattack was ignited, allowing Matheus Cunha to tear through and find the net. It was proactive defending that seized control and sparked glory, pure and clinical. Those dry statistics suddenly transformed into a shining medal reflecting his tireless toil. With 7 goals in 30 appearances this term, the Brazilian has officially matched his personal season record, a resurgence that carries the unmistakable brushstrokes of Michael Carrick. Since the Englishman stepped into the dugout, Casemiro has started 10 consecutive games, netting twice in the last 3 Premier League outings. In that spell, United have dropped points only 3 times. Ten Hag seems to have found the perfect synergy for the Brazilian's veteran techers. Granted more freedom to roam, he now orchestrates the ball's progression while receiving cover from the youthful lungs of Kobbie Mainoo. This midfield bond has become the bedrock of United's grip on third place. This midfield bond has become the rock upon which United have built their third-place security, as they eye a return to the Champions League elite. Witnessing this brilliant form that defies the erosion of time, The cries of "one more year" thundered down from all four corners of Old Trafford. Gary Neville himself noted that finding someone with such an impact in both boxes is a treacherous task. Rio Ferdinand warned that if United stand by and let Casemiro pack his bags for free, they will have to throw a mountain of gold into the market just to find a man worthy of that shirt. Kleberson insists that leadership is his rarest gift. Watching number 18 is like watching the past breathe again, echoing the spirits of Brian Robson or Roy Keane, men who used experience as a torch to light the way. And the fans, some are filled with a bitter sorrow. The moment you realize there are only 7 matches left to see Casemiro in red, they watch every stride with critical eyes yet overflowing with pride, his engine still roaring, his hunger for the tackle unshakable. Yet others remain sober, accepting that while the heart wants him to stay for his own legacy, he should sail away this summer. Better to leave an iconic image behind than to cling on until the magic fades. Time is a cruel master to everyone, even a titan. Ten Hag, a man who has tasted the bitters and the sweets of Old Trafford, understands this cold reality of attrition. He cherishes his veteran student, stating that Casemiro brought immeasurable value to the dressing room, a thunderous voice in delicate moments. Yet the gaffer is cold, clinical, concluding that departure is the natural cycle of this sport. We are not hunting for a clone, but a new balance. 4 seasons in the land of mist, and he has conquered the hearts of the harshest critics through unrelenting devotion. But love burns brightest when one knows the right moment to let go, to depart amidst the deafening applause, to leave while still a vital piece of the puzzle, leaving a hollow space that makes those remaining ache with regret. Casemiro arrived as a surprise, weathered the storms, and now he earns the right to walk through the grand gates of the Theater of Dreams with the pride of a champion. The pieces are set, the sands are running low. Only 7 hurdles remain in the league, including a critical clash with Leeds United on April 13th, a crossroads that decides the fate of European nights, with only 4 matches left to soak in the electricity of the home crowd. Savor those final strides of number 18. Open your lungs and feel it while Casemiro is still here. With those delicate touches, those bone-crunching tackles, and a heart that beats purely for the crest of glory. Will United ever find a leader quite like him? Or is this the end of an era we'll never truly replace? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and for more deep dives into the soul of football, hit subscribe to BallPulse. We see you next week.